Let's talk about a process for problem solving today. What do you think about it? Because this is one of the things that you've got to do as a manager. You've got to be able to solve problems and set up solutions and ways to be better and for continuous improvement. So today we're going to talk about something called a Kaizen event. And what is a Kaizen event? It's a problem solving process. It's a part of the lean operating systems. Just like other parts that we teach here at CBC Success Group, the Kaizen is a great way to solve those problems. So let's talk about what a Kaizen event is so you can get a full understanding in order to implement this process in your business. So the first thing is we got to determine what is the process that we want to improve. What is that where we're having issues, where we're seeing waste, where we're seeing lost profits, lost sales, whatever. So what we've got to do first of all is we got to collect our baseline data. In other words, what's going on? What's wrong? This means we got to take a real hard, deep look in the mirror and we got to see what we're doing that's not meeting the needs of the business. The next step is who can help us in this process? Who can we call in that's on our team that can help us solve this problem and come up with a solution? So after that, we now schedule the Kaizen event. The Kaizen event, we schedule it. And what you've got to do is have someone that facilitates this event. We're going to meet, and our only thing to discuss in this meeting is going to be how we're going to work on this problem. We're going to dig down into the causes, and together as a group, we're going to come up with a process that we're going to be able to resolve this ongoing issue that's causing us waste, hurting our morale, whatever it is. And through this process, the facilitator must maintain the focus and keep the vision clear of what we're together for and not let the discussion stray in the other areas. Once we've come up with how we're going to resolve this issue, we now have to document what is going to be our standard. How are we going to set our workflow up? In other words, we're probably going to need to write that SOP that's needed for this and have the information in it, remembering that everyone who follows this has got to be able to understand and comprehend this procedure, this process that we're putting together. What's the next step? Hey, we got to train our people. We got to educate them because if we don't fully work with them where they can understand and comprehend the solution, it's not going to work. Now we got to set up our date. We're going live with this. Is it next Monday? Is it the first of the month? Is it the beginning of the new quarter? When will we set this go live date? And on this go live date, we now implement the new process. This is the way we're going to do this. Now, after this point, we have to track, we have to measure, we have to monitor the progress of which what we're getting. What is our results? Because our goal is to sustain this continuous improvement in the business. Now, if you take your business and in your business, how many problems do you have? Because one of the things we have to identify is we can't fix everything at once. So go through the system here. Look at it real closely. How can you put this to work in your business? You see, again, you can't solve all your problems at once. But if you utilize the Kaizen as a problem solving tool, you can actually start the process, continue the process, and you start putting this into effect with every problem in the business. And you know what? You're going to be amassing a pile of solutions and you're going to be going up steps and you're going to be reaching new plateaus continuously to take the business to where you want it to be, where it's less chaos, less frustration, a much happier place to be, where the value is there, where your customer is getting what they want when they want it, and we're addressing all of our company missions. We're delivering on our customer promise. Our quality is right up there. Our waste is dropping and dropping, and we are continuously improving. We're getting more reviews. We're getting better and better at what we do. See, that's what you got to do as the leader. And you've also got to keep in mind this. If the leader does not do the process, if the leader feels like they're exempt from the process will fail. You see, the leader has to lead by example. See, and this is the last closing thought in this. Reaching perfection is tough. In fact, it's almost impossible. But if you strive for perfection, what can happen is you can easily reach what's called excellence. And once you reach excellence, you've made it to where you have a phenomenal business of astronomical value, and it's providing to you what you're looking for, not the blood, sweat, and tears that so many business owners go through, but rather the pleasure of having a very smooth, well-oiled, properly producing team of players that are simply rock stars in your market area. And as this happens more and more, your life is going to become much and much less chaotic as the manager. You can sit there and smile over the accomplishments that your people are making due to the leadership that you've shared with them and exhibited in the way that you followed the processes just like they do. Thanks for joining me. Hope this has been some help for you today.